In the age of hyperinflation and vehicles going up significantly over the last year, there's been an increase in price of something like 19% in 1 year. Toyota may have your answer for an affordable car with a lot of features. Behind me is a 2022 Toyota Corolla Cross. I'll be right back. So for model year 2022, Toyota brought a vehicle that they sell overseas in European and their Asian markets, using the very famous name Corolla, which the only thing really they have in common with each other is the name. So other than that, it's way more related to a RAV4 than it is a Corolla. As far as it's close and similar in size, it's a little bit smaller in width and length, but very close in size, and also amenities you could get in the RAV4. And coming out later by the end of the year, Toyota is going to release this in a hybrid edition. The hybrid edition in the RAV4 can get up to 41 mpg, being this is a slightly smaller vehicle. I would say this will probably get 42 or 43 mpg. And the base price on this vehicle, if you get the LE front wheel drive, just is $26,000. So I mean, almost, it's less money than actually the most premium level of a Corolla sedan. So you could buy an SUV or crossover SUV and pay less than a premium Corolla sedan will go for, and have the space for 5 people comfortably, and cargo storage will be available to this vehicle. So let's go ahead and walk around and talk about her. So based off of Toyota's global platform, the Toyota New Global Architecture, this has, again, those aggressive, bold grills on there where, you know, the fascia on here is pretty aggressive, and I like it a lot. It comes with the highest level complimentary suite of Toyota Safety Sense. Does have LED lights for high beams, low beams, and your fog lights are also LEDs. And then up on top here, we're going to have a camera system in the windshield that's going to be part of that Toyota Safety Sense. And this one is equipped with a moonroof, sunroof standard on this one here. Let's go ahead and go to the side. Toyota provides you a very attractive rim on here, and these are Goodyear tires, so it's a quality tire. We have matching painted mirror caps, and not black mirror caps, with turn signal indicators. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Monroney sticker on this one here. So this is the XLE. There's 2 levels of this vehicle, LE, XLE. I think actually there's an L. I'm not seeing the L. But anyways, it's a 2.0 4-cylinder engine. Has 18-inch alloy rims on it. Has LED lights, headlights and tail lights on there, and fog lamps. And then I believe it's got LED interior lights too. I'll check that out once I'm inside. We do have some premium package on this. This has a 9-speaker JBL premium audio system in it. Amazon Alexa's in it. We got moonroof, sunroof on this, of course, auto leveling, adaptive front lights. So the lights will change as you're going on the roads and stuff to keep the lights down on the road. So that's a kind of an upgraded feature. Blind spot monitors are on these mirrors here. It is, this one here is a proximity or smart key. This is Toyota's standard smart key. So all I have to do is go up to the handle here. There's 2 notches. I could lock it by pushing this. And then unlocking is easy as just putting my hand on it and then opening it up. Let's go ahead and take a look on the inside real quick. So Toyota's providing you with their soft touch interior. So we have soft here, soft here. Everything on this is soft. So we got... actually, no, that's hard dash, but we do have soft touch again here. Their 8-inch infotainment does have dual climate, does have power e-brake and brake hold on here. I will go over that once we go inside. And then we do have pretty nice form-fitting seats here with good bolstering, good headrest, and they are heated. So anyways, let's go take a look at the back real quick. Back here you have a pocket for the passenger on the right side of the car. They don't get air controls, but you do get air vents. And then you have an armrest, center armrest with cup holders in there. There's also another cup holder in your door. And again, this is a really nice material. We got, of course, the baby latches on here too. So this has roof rails, but not roof rack crossbars. I have not seen one in person yet have the roof rack crossbars. I don't know, there's a shortage of that. Like everything else, there's a shortage in everything on here. And you have your shark fin that's going to support the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, XM radio, of course, Safety Connect for emergency services, get in an accident. And then you got some Easter eggs on here, which are kind of cool. So Toyota doesn't do this very often when their cars. You got Corolla Cross in here in the trim. We got another thing where it says Corolla Cross down in here. Let's go ahead and take a look at her in the back. I think she's got a pretty good, attractive backside here. This does have parking sonar on it here. And then badgings and chrome. Let's go ahead. There's also power lift gate on this level too. So we have our power lift gate button. And then this is equipped with that JBL premium audio. So it's actually kind of deeper, so it kind of drops down. We have a well in here. And you got space. Those seats will fold down to give you good pass-through storage. This is already equipped with our Corolla Cross embroidered all-weather cargo liner. You got hold downs in here. All-weather floor mats are in this box here. Let me show you the seats folded down. So rear privacy cover here, so people can't take inventory if you have something. And then there's the pass-through here, so you can see that with those seats down, you have a ton of space. There is a little bit of a lip on there, and I'm not sure if that's the hybrid batteries typically find their way into the back here or underneath the rear seat. And this does have already a hybrid option that they're just going to be bringing to us later on this year. So let's go ahead and take a look at it from this side. But those seats are flat, so boy, you could put some good stuff in this vehicle. Let's go ahead and take a look at this rear seat. So that seat already was back for me. I am 6'2", 240 pounds. Let's see how I fit behind me. So a little bit tight, but I actually do fit here. So I could get in here and sit like this, not very comfortably. I would want to ask the driver to move that seat up a little bit, but really what you can see here is a 6-foot adult could sit behind another 6-foot adult. We have power windows, power mirrors, power locks. Coming over to the left side where your knee would be, you have your automatic high beam. So it's an auto dimming high beam. Gauge dimmers are here. Here's your button for your lift gate there. And then gas door releases on the floor. This is 10-way power with power lumbar support. So they're not going to do dual power. The only dual power you could get even in a RAV4 is on a $52,000 XLE fully loaded Prime. Hopefully they'll change that as time goes on. Let's go ahead and get inside. I'm going to show you the startup sequence here. So let's get in on the get this in here, and we'll go ahead and push start. Cool, it gives you a little Corolla Cross thing in here. And then you get the digital gauges. So one of the nice things is this is one of the biggest digital gauges that Toyota provides. Some of the Tundras now finally got a full digital screen all the way across. We have analog tachometer. On here we have analog fuel gauge and temperature gauge, and then we have all our stuff in the middle here. So we have trim information here. We have our Toyota Safety Sense, which allows us for our lane departure alert and steer assist, and adaptive cruise control and lane trace is on here. We have our radio information on here. Trip again, tire pressures. When this thing has enough miles, it will the PSI is going to be on the screen and register for you. And then all the different Toyota Safety Sense. Again, this is the fully complementary suite of that. So we have lane trace assistance, that will be steer assist, and also lane tracing in cruise control. So it basically self-steers itself as long as you have a hand on the steering wheel pre-collision. And we'll do that. Blind spot monitoring system, parking sonar, rear cross traffic alert, this is a cool thing. So when you're backing out of a spot and you can't see, so the sonar behind you sees for you and sees cars coming and alerts you by beeping and flashing to let you know what direction, and also people walking even. Pre-collision backup, so if you're going to back into something, it's going to stop you. And then RSA reads actually stop signs and also speed limits. So as you go by speed limits, it's going to display that for you. And no messages. So Toyota has this in pretty much everything they sell. If you had a problem with the car, it's going to tell you what's wrong with her. So open the doors and tell me my door's open. So, but any like real mechanical issues will tell you that. Let's go ahead and move over to the infotainment. So we have an 8-inch infotainment here. This is going to support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Apple CarPlay is going to be a plugged-in system, which is going to be from there. And there's also something called a dongle that can make your Apple CarPlay wireless. Menus on here, so you could get information, eco information on here, what kind of fuel economy. This thing is rated to get 32 miles on average. Like, hopefully when that hybrid comes out, we'll look at about probably 42 or 43 miles per gallon would be its average. Audio, a variety of sources are on here, and again, this has premium audio with JBL audio. We have AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, anything you want to bring in from your phones, and then with your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you could bring in internet music as well. This is a dual climate system. It's set up in sync, so let me show you that. So dual climates here. These controllers are very simple and easy to work. So you got front defroster, defrost, heated mirrors, eco heat and cool. That's kind of it pretty much saves like hybrid batteries. So not sure why you do that in a gas model, but maybe save a little bit of fuel. Fan speeds. This is your flows, inside outside air. And this one here is because you got those little vents in the back there. So if you have nobody back there and it's a really hot day over 100 degrees, push that and it's going to put all the air on the front passengers only. And remember, when you have passengers back there, to turn that off. Going down to the bottom here, dual stage heated seats, and then it also has a Qi wireless charging pad here for your cell phone. That's real nice. This button here, a lot of people ask me what that is. So federal law mandates that vehicles idling on a stoplight have to turn off, and basically that's not very cool when you're driving, and I don't like it. This button overrides that from happening. So manufacturers have to put that in, but they have that button for you to override that. Traction control off. This is a 6-speed, I believe it's a CVT transmission, so it mimics 6 speeds. And then you have also a sequential shifting. And then you have also parking. This is electric e-brake, so no need to even set it. Just sets itself and goes off. And then let me give you a look at the backup camera. Not the clearest, but it's still pretty good. So you have the blue lines where you're at, the yellow lines are your predictive lines on there. And then center console here gives you a 12-volt power source to bring back to the rear passengers. They could fix that and put some more USBs in the back there. Would be nice. We have auto dimming rear view mirror, but no garage door memory sets on that. And up on top, we have dome lights. Again, everything on here, reading lights, dome lights, are all in LED. So kind of a nice upgrade and stuff versus you get some way more expensive vehicles that could be over $50,000 that don't have that right now. I wish Toyota would fix that. SOS button. This is a shared platform. I like to call it OnStar for Toyota. But if you're ever in an accident where airbags deploy, they'll be reaching out to you. They ask if you need help. If you're in an emergency, you can call them. And also for trial services, has roadside assistance and stolen vehicle locator, a part of that there. Also, I see they give you this shade extenders on here. That's a nice feature. And then again, we have that moonroof, sunroof up on top. Again, Mike Hamilton, what a great value in a time when there is no real deals on cars at the moment. I believe this is probably one of Toyota's hidden gems as far as all the vehicle you get for the money. Again, this one sits just barely over $31,000. Getting into the most basic model of this vehicle, you're right at $26,000. So you're going to get an SUV style vehicle with plenty of room for 5 passengers and plenty of room for your cargo, roof rack crossbars. So if you're ever taking a family trip, then you can get those crossbars up on top and be able to put stuff on the roof. Fuel economy is respectable. And then once we get the hybrids coming out here, this should be really good. I think this will probably be one of the hottest selling Toyotas based off of economy and price of the vehicle. I think this thing's gonna, when we have the hybrid, this thing's just gonna absolutely blow up. And I would hope in the future we're gonna see like a little more creature comforts, like USBs and power for the back. I'm sure that will come along as this thing. It's gonna really take off. Coming into the fall and the winter, and then going into 2023, we're looking at hopefully inventory starting to see something normal again. Well, thank you again. We'll see you next time.